Alright, yeah, welcome to another brand new video. We're back with a prediction video. It's been a little minute. The season 3 major ended. So now we're going to quickly jump over our season 3, or stage 3, sorry, our stage 3 tournament predictions, and we'll hop straight into the first week of stage 4 predictions. Alright, so through our first 3 weeks, we had 14, 13, and 14. Fairly consistent. In the major tournament, we actually popped up with a 24-point prediction. That's actually, I think, my best prediction of all time. And it came in a pretty good time. I was having a pretty rough week, but we ended up with 65 points overall. Not bad. But we can go ahead and take a peek here. We got 3 of the first 4 winners brackets correct. We got Atlanta over Dallas. We got FaZe over Ultra. We got New York over the Thieves. Which I thought the one I got wrong was I thought the Thieves were going to beat Florida. It was reverse, but so we did pretty well there. And then start off the loser bracket. We got the first 4 loser bracket games correct, with the Gorillas over Seattle, London over Paris, Chicago over Los Angeles, Minnesota over London. I think we got, that'd be 7 of our first 8 games correct. I guess, yeah. And then it kind of fell off after that, but I mean, it still worked out well. We got Dallas over Optic wrong. I thought Optic was done here. They came out 3-0 Dallas and then beat Florida again to move on. So great job to them. And then I had Florida over London. That was wrong. I did get Toronto over, I thought was going to be Florida, but ended up being LA. But the team I got right, the team that I predicted to win the match, was still the winner, so I still get points, even if the team they're facing was not the team I thought they were going to face. And then I got this one right with Toronto winning in this matchup. I thought it was going to be over Dallas, but it was over Optic in a heartbreaker round 11, game 5, you know. And then this was weird. I thought FaZe was going to go through the winners bracket. They actually had to go through the losers bracket, so I had this one completely wrong. But then I eventually overall got the winner right, which is another additional 4 points. I had FaZe winning it all. I originally had it FaZe over New York. It was FaZe over Ultra. But nonetheless, I still got that right. So we have a 24-point week. Incredibly solid. So now we're going to go ahead. We're going to hop over to our stage 4 week 1 and make our predictions. So I'm looking at this. This was actually our second best stage overall. We placed 1,313th. With 65 points. Our other best stage, our better stage was actually stage 1, 72 points at 1200th place. So my goal, I think, is to break that top 1,000 seal. I think that's my goal for this stage. All right, so stage 4, week 1 is the Chicago home series. I always find the week 1 predictions to be the hardest out of all of them because they've had about 2 weeks off. Some teams make roster changes. We don't get to see them play. So it's tough to kind of call that. So the first week is usually the hardest for me to predict. But anyways, let's hop right into it. First game, Atlanta FaZe Paris Legion. This is one I have to take Atlanta on. They won the major. Paris obviously is 11th in the league. Atlanta obviously first. I'm gonna take Atlanta. I'm taking it 3-0. It's kind of the only way I kind of see it right now. Toronto and Florida. Now I'm gonna take Toronto. But Florida is, in my eyes, the biggest wild card team. They fluctuate. Sometimes they're amazing, sometimes they're awful. I feel like this is a matchup that could give Toronto a challenge because I don't know if Florida's going to come out and play like a top 14 this week or if they're going to play like a bottom 14 this week. Needless to say, I'll take Toronto. I'll take them in a 3-0 over Florida because I think they're just going to come out, they're going to be terrible, and Toronto's going to 3-0 them. If I'm not, it could be a 3-2 either way. Now we have Dallas and London. Dallas, a team making that change. They originally went with Fellow. Now they subbed Fellow out for Vivid. So in whole, you went from Hook to Vivid. As a pure talent, I think that's a downgrade, but maybe it works better for their team chemistry. You know, Hook plays he plays the SMG role, but he plays almost like his own style of that role. So maybe it just wasn't working out team chemistry wise. But either way, I'm still going to take Dallas here. London, I think, also lost one of their players as well. So I'm going to take Dallas in a 3-1 over London. Up to Chicago, Minnesota Rocker. Another tough one. Up to Chicago definitely look better. Placed top 4 in the major. Good job to them. Minnesota, not so hot. They're looking. The honeymoon phase with Standy is definitely over. I don't know if that's the problem, but I definitely do believe that stage is definitely over. Needless to say, with that, off of Optics, you know, they're turning it around. They're putting it all together. So I'm gonna take Optic here. I'm gonna take them in a 3-1 over Minnesota. All right, now we got Minnesota Rocker, Paris Legion. This one is a toss-up for me. Paris acquired Zaptius, which I believe was from London. So now they have Zaptius, Hook, and then they lost Classic. I don't know who else they have. Sorry, not Hook, Temp. Sorry. But still, I don't know who's gonna win this. I'm gonna go Paris actually. Okay, why not? There's upsets, right? Let's go Paris. Let's go Paris in a 3-2 over Minnesota, just because I can't trust Minnesota as far as I can throw them. So I'm gonna go Paris 3-2. Next one we have the Thieves and the Surge, two teams that both made roster changes. The Thieves brought back TJ, and so it's TJ, Kenny, Venom, and someone else. But I mean, they've got so much depth and so much talent on the Thieves roster. But and Hook. But I don't know what's going on with the Thieves. Seattle also, that Decimate phase did not last long. They now have Classic instead of Decimate. So two teams I really can't trust. Sometimes with Seattle, they'll win like their first match of the stage and then just poop out the rest of the stage. I don't know if it's going to be one of those games. They're playing a big team like the Thieves. But for right now, I'm going to go with the Thieves. I'm going to go with the Thieves in a 3-0 over Seattle. Next up, we have the Subliners and the Gorillas. I think this one is probably one of the easier picks this weekend. Gorillas just not being able to do much. New York with a great showing, second place at the last major. It's kind of like the FaZe Paris one. I'd be stupid to pick the Gorillas, but if the Gorillas win, then great for them. But I'm gonna take New York. I'm gonna take them in a 3-0 over the Gorillas. Now we have Florida and the Ravens. This is another one of those things. I don't know who to bet against. I feel like if I bet against Florida twice, they're bound to win one of their matches. And I feel like they definitely have a favorable matchup against London compared to Toronto. So I'm going to go with Florida on this one. Same thing with London, losing a player and making another roster change. Florida, I don't believe they did. I know they brought back Havoc before the tournament. I think that was a good move. So I'm going to stick with Florida on this one. I'm going to take them in a 3-1 over London. All right. Oh, and New York got third at the last major. Sorry, but Toronto and Dallas is our next one. Toronto's the one that got second place in the last major. Especially Dallas did not look so great last major. I think they got top 6, not what they're used to, which I think is probably what caused that roster change. But I'm gonna go Toronto here. They're still a solid team. You know, they still got second in the major. They've been in the finals back-to-back times. They still gave FaZe a good run for them. Oh no, sorry, I was wrong. Toronto got third. New York got second. Anyways, still, I'm gonna take Toronto here. They're definitely the favorable team, especially with Dallas making a change. That's still going to take time to work that in. Toronto not making a change. They're still playing great Call of Duty. So I'm going to take them in a 3-0 over Dallas. And then the last matchup of the weekend, Atlanta FaZe up to Chicago. Huge matchup. I think this is the third time they're playing in the same stage in a row. They haven't really played in a major, but they've been put in the same group like 3 times. Man, I want to take Optic, but this is just a game. I mean, last time they played FaZe, it was a demolishing 3-0. Optic obviously has improved since then. Is it enough to beat FaZe, who just won the major? I don't think so. It hurts me to say this, but I'm going to take FaZe. If Optic wins, great. But my gut's just telling me FaZe right now. So I'm going to go FaZe in a 3. I think I'll go the distance. So I think I'll go FaZe 3-2 over Optic. And with that being said, that is going to be my picks. I'm going to go ahead and save my predictions, lock them in. If you guys ever want to join me in my personal bracket, you guys can play along. It's please play with password 1234 if anyone wants to join along. But anyways, that's it for me, guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want more of me, check out my Twitter and Twitch down below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.